Oh, big uppercut. There it is. No, you need to go back in the gym. That's the thing about Velasquez.
Well, Vergil, he's right there. He's right there. He's been proven that he belongs with the top fighters in the division.
23 wins, 21 knockouts.
I like him after the fight, the way he conducts himself, the way he talks. He's articulate, he's a gentleman, he's humble.
Punches when he's out of range. So that's
Good shot to the body!
I like the way he's developing. That's the key word, to your point, developing. Let him continue developing. He's young, and let him keep growing. Let him keep getting better.
An undefeated world champion, held by many as the best at what he does. He shreds the guitar at training camp, then walks into the ring and shuts the lights out on his opponents. He once went on a 12-fight losing streak as an amateur, but then he found music and became a superstar. This is Vergil Ortiz Jr, and right now we're diving into the story of this one-of-a-kind fighter. In 2016, Vergil turned pro, and ever since, he's been considered one of the most promising boxers of his generation. His in-ring style is often compared to a young Miguel Cotto, but the heights he's reached today were once just a distant dream. Ortiz's amateur career began with 12 straight losses. At one point, he thought he'd walk away from the sport forever, until a miracle happened.
One of my favorite boxers at the time gifted me one of his guitars because he plays as well. And it just went on from there, I bought my first amp in the 9th grade.
After picking up a guitar and practicing for months, Vergil noticed something insane. Music started sharpening his boxing skills. Timing, coordination, rhythm, the connection between his feet and hands became something else. Just 2 months after he started combining music with boxing, Ortiz won his first youth tournament. Then he went on to become a 3-time Silver Gloves national champion. His love for music became a direct weapon in the boxing ring, and it led him to unbelievable success.
But, just that adrenaline, right? Coming back to something that you love, that you were put on this earth to do, a lot of emotions, a lot of adrenaline going. How hard was it for you to hold back a little bit and feel out the ring again and start to feel out an opponent rather than just coming out there and hyped and just, I'm gonna maul this motherfucker?
Vergil made his professional debut with a bang.
It looks like both guys are double parked here.
Oh, right hand drops!
Florida's is swinging wildly, still stunned from the big knockdown in the first. Oh, a body shot, and it is it. It's
In
over.
his first year alone, he fought 8 times and finished every single fight inside the distance.
This is a match. This is 1 and 3 with the
Even in his early bouts, his footwork, timing, and movement felt like something from a world champion. And with the kind of power he carried, stopping this man was damn near impossible.
It comes down difficult. Oh, big uppercut. There it is.
His first shot at a regional title came just 2 years after turning pro. His opponent, the seasoned and battle-tested Mexican Jesus Alvarez Rodriguez. Even though the fight took place in enemy territory, the crowd was clearly behind Vergil, recognizing the raw talent in front of them. From the opening bell, Ortiz went to work, tearing into Rodriguez with relentless pressure. He controlled the distance like a maestro, the rhythm of the fight playing like music in his head as he landed dozens of unanswered punches.
Not just one time. If you notice, either he go up top or he go down the bottom. Like he just did now. He went to the body and went upstairs.
Oh, and he dropped. Last day of camp, they went 10 rounds straight. Body work.
For the guys out there that's been there.
Oh, what an uppercut, Bernard. That snapped the head back and more body work upstairs. Vergil Ortiz. Body upstairs.
By round 3, the ref had seen enough.
The crowd oohing and ahhing with this bunch.
That one too hurt.
Yes, it did.
That one like that.
Alvarez, wow. Staying up, and that's it.
He waved it off, handing Ortiz another win, this time by TKO.
Big up. You told me before this fight, I love him. Oscar De La Hoya came by and said, this kid's the real deal. We just saw him put on a good show.
After racking up 7 more dominant knockouts, Ortiz moved into the welterweight Shark Tank, home to killers like Terence Crawford, Jaron Boots Ennis, and Errol Spence Jr. But Ortiz wasn't here to wait around. He made it clear he was ready to take over the division. If he wanted to become the undisputed king, he had to go through the best, and his sights were locked on Jaron Ennis.
There's people calling you a duck. People saying you ducked Vergil Ortiz. Is that any extra motivation headed to that fight?
For sure. You know, it's definitely extra motivation. You know, I can't wait to shut y'all up, man. I can't wait to shut y'all up, man, for sure. You know, that fight definitely happened, though.
But Jaron Boots Ennis backed away from the challenge, opting to fight a less dangerous prospect instead. In return, Ortiz landed a full-on world title fight for the WBO Welterweight Championship. His opponent? Maurice Mighty Mo Hooker, a man who had already defended his title 3 times and was riding high with 27 wins.
It's the toughest fight in my career because, I mean, well, I've known Hooker since the amateur days. You know, he's always been a great boxer. And I feel like I carry some of that like feelings from the amateur days to now.
The rivalry that once sparked in the amateurs was now ready to be settled in the pros. But this wasn't just a fight, it was a masterclass put on by Vergil Ortiz.
With a right-handed Ortiz. Hooker's done in the short right hand. He's not relying on that long punch in the north from the inside. Nice and short. Oh, look at these heavy-handed shots. Ortiz Jr. gets the best out of that exchange. Oh, Ortiz thinks he's got him and he might have. Back against the ropes. He'll take a knee. Hooker is down. Chris Mannix, your scorecard through 6.
Well, it's all Vergil Ortiz at this point, 59-54 after that past 10-8 round. His shots, Todd, are just thudding. He is.
Oh, and another right hand as Hooker takes a knee again. And this time, he may not get up. He thinks he's broken his hand. And it is over. Vergil Ortiz Jr., the future has arrived at 147 pounds.
Ortiz didn't just beat Hooker, he ended his career at the elite level. Maurice would never be champion again. He'd go on to lose every major fight that followed.
And he caught him again, and then buckled the knees, and down goes Maurice Hooker!
Meanwhile, in Vergil's head, the music kept playing. He moved to its rhythm, turning the ring into his personal stage. And if you thought that was the peak of his career, you'd be dead wrong. Ortiz went to deliver 2 spectacular title defenses. First, brutally dismantling Ekis Kavaliauskas in front of millions. Then handing the undefeated Michael McKinson his very first loss. Without even realizing it, Vergil Ortiz had become a walking symphony of violence. Like a mad composer, he floated around the ring, launching punches from insane angles and vanishing from the line of fire before anyone could react. McKinson had no clue where the shots were coming from or where Ortiz would be next.
Cena round number 9. What does it look like? It looks good because he's down again.
I didn't even see Vergil Ortiz throw a punch in that situation.
The referee couldn't take it anymore. Every punch was draining the life out of McKinson. A beautiful kind of brutality.
They're trying to stop the fight. Lawrence Gold.
They're waving it off, and it's over. Vergil Ortiz.
The corner had no choice but to throw in the towel, even though Ortiz was just hitting his stride and clearly going for a highlight reel knockout. Vergil Ortiz is the real deal, no debate. A fighter whose elegant destruction has won hearts all over the world. And then came his now iconic knockout of Thomas Delorme.
When he's out of range. So that's
good shot to the body, and Thomas Delorme.
But nothing tested him more than his showdown with a battle-hardened Ukrainian warrior, Serhiy Bohachuk. a sparring partner of Alexander Usyk and the reigning WBC world champion.
You lay it all on the line. Everything that you learned in the gym, everything that you learned as an amateur, apply it to the pro level, and most of these people here, most of the fighters here will become or will have an opportunity to become world champion.
Ortiz was now chasing greatness in the third weight class, but standing in his way was a brutal technician defending his belt for the very first time in the dangerous waters of the super welterweight division.
Big fight coming up. I'm ready for this fight. I'm hope Vergil ready too. It's Saturday, will be hot. Come and see. Thank you.
This wasn't just a fight, it was an instant classic, filled with tension, drama and emotion. The first half of the bout was high-level chess. Bohachuk brought the pressure, walked Ortiz down, but Vergil's footwork, distance control and rhythm made the difference.
Nervous tension about this fight game. Both men just throwing bombs non-stop.
Oh, this is do or die for both these guys. This fight.
And the body again. Due to this fight, I think we're seeing, listen Gabe, every fighter has patterns, and clearly these...
Then came the storm. In the 8th round, Ortiz was dropped hard. A crushing knockdown left him clinging to survival.
Right hand of his own. Nice left hook, and Ortiz says no, but I think the gloves touched the...
He was one mistake away from losing everything. But like a maestro under fire, Vergil composed a masterpiece on the fly. He flipped the script, turning a close contest into a one-sided beatdown. Running on fumes, Ortiz dug deep and outclassed Bohachuk in every category: speed, timing, defense and heart. When the final bell rang, Ortiz stood tall, earning a split decision victory and becoming the new WBC world champion.
That was one of those fights where the fighter, where all we've seen from him is knockouts. Making fights so easy and knocking everybody out, but getting into this fight and getting into the type of war and the late rounds where he's tired, he's taking some punishment, but he still has the heart.
The pinnacle of Vergil Ortiz's boxing artistry came in his clash with Israil Madrimov. Madrimov came this close to beating Terence Crawford, giving the undisputed champ the toughest fight of his career. And while Israel never held the belt, he was widely considered the second best super welterweight in the world, right behind Crawford.
Right on the bell, Madrimov going for it, ripping him open, and he's in serious trouble.
For Vergil Ortiz, this was his first title defense, and it came against a monster. But what happened next? Ortiz showed the world what even the undisputed champ couldn't. In the first half of the fight, he had Madrimov on the run, literally. The champion's power was so overwhelming, it forced the challenger to retreat again and again.
He's a bit tired in the fight, and hopefully that takes its toll. It's better.
Again, stalking, trying to back up Madrimov.
Weights below them.
Good right hand there to the body from Vergil Ortiz Jr. And this is really nice stuff.
The second half of the fight was more competitive, but make no mistake, Ortiz controlled every minute of it.
He's absolutely relentless. Ones and twos. But go again. Go to 7. No, still lots of pressure.
You can't set himself, so you go bang, 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 turn it, and it goes.
Pedigree.
Then came round 9. Ortiz nearly sent his opponent straight to dreamland.
Jab to the chest, stomach, right hand on the top, good shot.
Good body shot. Now, totally different from the 8.
He threw that body, that jab to the body.
Right hand, clubbing shot. It's a beautiful roll from Ortiz Jr. Body shot.
He secured a confident and dominant victory, retained his championship status, and left plenty of questions for Terence Crawford, and left the boxing world buzzing with questions.
Crawford, Canelo, Vergil, I mean, it'll be the Super Bowl of boxing.
And you know what? I respect it because he's he's been undisputed at 140, at 147. Get your money and get out. I mean, what else do you have to prove? You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's I would do the same thing.
Right now, Vergil Ortiz is a man on a mission. He's ready to take over the entire division and become America's next big boxing superstar. Undefeated, dangerous, explosively talented. You better start watching this man, because the biggest fights and most electrifying performances are still to come.
It doesn't matter who it is. I'm going to beat anyone who they put in front of me.